Hi, thanks for joining me again. I'm Stephen Cronin, and today's painting is I'm just imagining I'm stood like a sort of Brean down, just stood in the sand dunes there looking out to the sea, sort of evening lights, very dramatic clouds and sky, very dark foreground there, trying to get that sort of silhouette looks. So let's without further ado, let's have a crack at this one. So I'm just going to start it off with just clear water all the way over, and then we'll have a little bit of raw sienna, a little bit of alizarin crimson in there. Let's go a bit more ultramarine with a bit of crimson. Push that in like that. A little bit of light red. Yeah. More ultramarine. Side. Payne's grey in there as well, ultramarine, Payne's grey, bit of crimson. There's the sea down there. Now I'm just watching for any water that's just dripping down the paper. I'm just trying to soak it up as I'm going along. Doing something like that. Quick dry. So I've dried that. I want to just get a bit more sort of oomph in the sky. So I'm just going to, now it's dry, I'm just going to re-wet it. And then put some more washes up there, just to try and liven it up a little bit. So I'm doing Payne's grey, alizarin crimson, not Payne's grey, raw sienna. Put that down there. I've had a bit of ultramarine to the crimson. It's coming in from the left hand side. A bit more of that. A bit of Payne's grey into it. Just push that in there like that. Crimson in there, really brighten that up a bit. Light red. Crimson and Payne's grey. Some really dark clouds going in there. Right. Quick draw. So I'll pause it for a second. All I've done, just just made sure it was completely dry, and I've just put a piece of masking tape across there because I want the sea horizon line to be dead straight, because otherwise it's just going to look stupid. So I'm just going to take the flat brush with a bit of tissue, and then what I'm going to do is just take out, I'm just going to take out that horizon line, just like a thin layer. I'm just going to dab it as I'm going along. In the brush, I'm just taking the excess water off. Just a thin, narrow band. And that's going to be the horizon of the water. And then in front of that, I'm just going to go narrow band. These will be like just little waves in the distance. And there's that light there. Bigger waves coming into the foreground. I'm just removing the paints that I've already put on across there. Ideally I could do with a clean bit of tissue and I think I could just about get away with it. A few on this side as well. If you start with some narrow ones. Obviously the darker the seas, the better it will show up. This is quite light down here. So I'm going to show up slightly. Clean that brush. From the narrow band. Into the centre. Into the foreground now, got some big waves. Stick another one over there. Now a lot of this ain't going to be seen, it's going to be covered over much of this. Right, so we've got some nice little waves there coming forward, right into the foreground. Now I want to make sure that's dry. Now I can carefully remove my masking tape, and that's it. There's a nice straight horizon. Stick that in the bin. Right then, back to the height brush. Now I want a really dark foreground, like being stood in the sand dunes. Now this is going to take about 3 washes to get this nice and dark. It's got to be really dark. Something starting off something like that. Like that. I'll raise it up a little bit there. Raise it up at the edge as well. Pretty dry. Now for the second layer. Like I say, it's going to take about 3 layers to get it as dark as I want it. So I'm just doing burnt umber, ultramarine, a bit of Payne's grey, a bit of crimson. I'm going back over, see how already it's getting darker. Again, you'll have to dry it between layers, otherwise it won't work. Look along the side and you can catch where the light's catching. You can see if it's wet or dry. I can see that that's dry now. So going for the final layer, a bit more ultramarine, crimson, Payne's grey. This is going to be really, really dark now. Just giving it that nice sort of silhouette look. Right then, finish with a hat now, so that can go in the water. Final dry. Reeds and grasses now in the foreground, so same colours, but this time I'm using the number 3 rigger brush. And I want it nice and dark. That's the paint, that's the water, ultramarine, Payne's grey, a bit of crimson. I'm just flicking up like that, see? You need plenty of water. I'm going to choose where I'm going to have the highest points, because I don't want them all the same height, so I'm going to have a few there. A few in there. Some over here as well. Just flicking it up. Just hold the end of the brush and just flick it up like that. Keep reloading the brush. So a few more there. That off. Back over that a little bit. A quick dry. Now I've got some little brush. It's like a number 1 rigger or a 0 or something or that. I don't know what it's written on the thing, so I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. Just bring that to a fine point. Wow. 3 little birds up there. And then finish it off. Stick my name down there. Right, I'll finish. Let's stick a name on that and see what it looks like. So here's the finished painting in the mains. Let's have a closer look. First off, I've overdone this area. I should have done that a little bit smaller. Would have looked a little bit better, I think. And I was happy with the decision to re-wet it and go in it again, because I think it looks a lot better now, a lot more striking with the different colours and shapes and textures in the sky. Just looked a little bit bland before, but now there's a bit more colour. Some strong clouds there, contrasting with the lighter areas where you can see our little seagulls flying through.